on Disney Junior. Now get ready for Stanley on Disney Junior.
Yeah.
Do you know a guy who talked to a kangaroo?
Hi there.
Who's always ready to learn about something new?
Wow.
Whose favorite book has all the animals you could wish? Who's proud to say his best friend is a fish?
That's right, it's my man Stanley.
Oh yeah, it's my man Stanley.
Welcome to Stanley's World. Come help him figure out what life is all about. Who takes you swimming with dolphins? Laughs with the lion too.
Cool.
No problem Stan can't solve. Let's solve it hand involved. Having a friend like you. Having a friend like you.
It's Stanley.
It's Stanley.
With a friend like you.
It's Stanley.
It's Stanley.
It's Stanley.
Web weavers.
Come on, Stanley. It's still your turn. Okay, I've got it. Mimi, do you have a dolphin? Nope. Go fish.
Hey, gang, look what just came in the mail.
Wow! Is that for us?
It sure is. It looks like it's a surprise package from Grandma.
Whoa!
We'll call her later and you both can say thank you.
Okay. Thanks, Mom. Oh, boy. Wow. Cool. What is it? Beats me. I remember what it is. It's a thing you use for making pot holders. Of course. That's what it is. Yeah, I knew that. What's a pot holder? You know, it's that thing grown-ups use to pick up pots that are too hot to touch. Yeah, and you can make them out of any colors you want. They're really, really pretty. See? Cool. Maybe we can each make one for our moms. Great idea. I'm gonna make a green one with yellow stripes. I'm gonna make one that's pink and purple. But how does it work?
Well, I think if you look on the back of the box, there are instructions that tell you what to do.
Instructions are boring. Yeah, all you have to do is just kind of stick all those stretchy things on that metal thingy, right? Like this? You're right. This is easy.
If you ask me, I don't think that's quite the way to do it. But it seems to me if you just slow down a bit, maybe it'll help you to...
There! We're finished. Is it supposed to look like that? Yeah, that doesn't look like a pot holder. It looks more like a basketball. Booey. Do you think maybe it's broken? No, we're just not doing something right. I wonder what.
May I make a suggestion? If I remember pot holders correctly, aren't you supposed to weave all those stretchy things together?
I don't know. What's weaving? I know. Weaving is when you take pieces of string or yarn and wind them in and out so they stay together, right? Yeah. And aren't spiders supposed to be really great weavers? Yeah. And if a teeny-weeny little spider can weave a web, why can't we weave a pot holder? Do you think maybe we could find a spider and it could give us weaving lessons?
I don't see why not.
Yeah. And all we have to do is look a spider in the...
No. Do we have to? I mean, it's been so nice and quiet just playing cards.
Don't worry, Dennis. Harry and Elsie are outside. They won't hear me if I say the great big book of everything.
Harry and Elsie are in the house! Oh, no! Here we go again.
It's the great big book of everything with everything inside. See the world around us
what you need.
Jump right in, it's here indeed. Okay, let me see. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S. S is for spider. Wow, I never knew there were so many different kinds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Into the book to have some fun. Yay! I didn't know spiders lived in barns.
Some do. As a matter of fact, there are thousands of different kinds of spiders all over the world, and they live in all kinds of places.
Look up there! Wow, for insects, they sure know how to weave.
Actually, spiders aren't really insects. They're arachnids.
Really? So, what's the difference between an insect and a whatever you called it?
Good question. Insects always have 6 legs. Sometimes they have wings and antennae too, but arachnids always have 8 legs. But never any wings or antennae. See? This is a spider, and this is a housefly. Can you tell which is an insect and which is an arachnid?
Well, I think the spider has more legs. Let me count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. He's right. Look at that fly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The fly has only 6 legs. I can see other differences, too. The fly has wings and the spider doesn't. That's not all. The fly has antennae coming out of its head, and the spider doesn't. So, which is an arachnid and which is an insect? Let me get this straight. The spider is an arachnid and the fly is an insect.
Bravo! Correct answers all around.
But I know another big difference between spiders and flies. Spiders can weave webs and flies can't, right?
Well, not all spiders can weave webs. Some, like the bolas and the trapdoor spider, use other ways to catch their food. But all spiders do make silk.
Now I'm getting confused. How can a little insect, arachnid, make silk? Do you want to use my stethoscope to check it out, Marcie? Thanks, Stanley.
Spiders have more than one kind of silk gland in their bodies, and each makes a different kind of silk. Some spider silk is dry and strong. Some is wet and sticky. And when a spider makes a web, it uses both kinds.
Boy, you won't want to mix them up. You'd get stuck in your own web. But why do spiders weave webs anyway?
It all boils down to one thing: bad eyesight.
What?
Many animals go after their food using their eyesight. But since most spiders have bad eyesight, they have to wait for their food to come to them.
I get it. So the web is like a big sticky food trap, right? That's really smart. They can just sit there and catch all the tasty bugs and mosquitoes they want. How do spiders learn to weave webs? Do they go to spider school?
No, they're born knowing how. Just like you're born knowing how to smile or eat.
Really? Booey! I was hoping maybe a spider could teach me how to weave a pot holder.
Well, you can always learn by watching. And spiders do follow a certain set of steps that might prove very useful. Let's watch.
Hey, it's dropping down a really long piece of silk. And it's being really careful. Is that the dry silk it's using?
I think so. Otherwise, I bet it would probably get stuck.
It's taking so long. Isn't it bored?
I doubt it. After all, making webs is one of the most important things a spider does.
Look what it's doing now. What are those?
I believe that's the sticky silk it's using. When it's finished, that's the part that its dinner will get stuck to.
I get it. That way, it can walk around on the dry parts without getting stuck too. Boy, that's really cool. How long does it take for a spider to make its web?
Well, with a big fancy web like this one, it can take an hour or more.
A whole hour? Wouldn't it be faster if the spider just did it all at once? The spider couldn't do it all at once. The web wouldn't come out right. It has to be made step by step. Right, Dennis?
Right you are.
So maybe we should try doing that. Spinning silk and catching flies? No, silly. I meant doing one part first before going on to the next. And being patient.
Yeah, maybe that's the trick to making pot holders. We just have to do it a step at a time.
Okay, now that we know how to do it, let's start over again.
I guess the first thing we better do is take this apart.
Okay. But how are we supposed to do this anyway? The spider web was round, but this thing is square.
Well, didn't Dennis say there were instructions on the box? Maybe they'll show us what to do.
I still don't get it. Should we go back and see how the spider makes its web again?
I have a better idea. How about we just try what the spider did and take it a step at a time, okay?
Okay.
So what does the first picture say we should do?
It says we should take the stretchy bands and stretch them this way. Like this?
I think so. That's what the picture shows.
Can't we go the other way now? Nope. I bet that would mess it up.
And the second picture shows that once we finished going this way, we have to go the other way using this special stick.
What are we supposed to do with it?
I think you're supposed to make it go over and under all the way across. See?
Okay, now what?
You're supposed to hook this on one end and hook the other end on the stick. This is the cool part. Pull the stick really gently and then hook it on your end.
Hey, we did it!
That's because we did it like a spider, a step at a time. And if we keep going, I'll bet we'll have our pot holder in no time.
Cool! Can I try now? I'm going to use purple or orange or maybe green.
Well, I must say, your mother really did love that pot holder you gave her.
Yep, and I made it all myself, with a little help from some spiders.
Spiders are amazing, aren't they?
And I learned that if you want to do something difficult, it helps if you take it step by step.
Like going to sleep.
What do you mean?
Well, to fall asleep, the first step is to close your eyes. And the second step is to say good night.
Good night, Dennis.
Muddy Buddies.
It's okay. The rain stopped.
Phew! It's still so hot out. Don't worry. It's always nice and cool at the library. What are you going to take out?
I'm getting a book on penguins.
I'm getting a book on mountain lions.
What book are you gonna get, Stanley?
Maybe one about naked mole rats, or giant sea squids, or maybe even... Oh, boy!
What?
Do you guys see what I see?
Wow! It's fresh mud.
Oh dear, you're not going to go in it, are you?
Sure.
Oh, boy! Marcie, you better not. Mom's gonna be mad. We're just going in for a single second.
Yeah, we're not even gonna get dirty. See, we're taking our shoes off.
Aren't you guys coming in?
No way.
Yeah, it's so gushy and icky. Ooh, nice and cold and squishy.
Yeah, it feels great.
Stanley, I thought you said you weren't gonna get dirty.
Oops. You're right. I forgot.
Hey, Stanley, look what you did to your stomach. Now you're all striped, like a zebra.
Hey, I have an idea. Let's pretend we're animals in Africa, and this is our watering hole.
Yeah! Cool! Now guess what I am?
Are you, gazelle?
Nope. I'm a wildebeest, and I'm really, really thirsty.
Hey! Oh dear, and I just had the windows done.
Hey, guys, watch it.
Look at you. You look funny.
So do you. You have mud all over your hair and in your ears.
Red alert! Red alert! Mother's on the horizon!
Kids! What on earth are you doing? I thought we were taking you to the library.
And Marcie, just look at you.
I'm sorry?
Oh, Stanley. Scrape off as much of that mud out here as you can, and then I want you to march inside and take a bath.
And the same goes for you, Marcie.
See? I told her she was gonna be mad.
Yeah, grown-ups hate mud.
I wish we could play in the mud all day long, like pigs.
Hey, what a great idea. Maybe if we could meet some pigs, we could figure out how they get to play in the mud all the time.
Yeah, 'cause everybody knows pigs are really dirty.
Cool. So let's just look up pig in the...
No, please. Look, I'll pay you not to say it. See? You can have this lovely piece of gravel as long as you don't mention the great big book of... Oops.
It's the great big book of everything with everything inside. See the world around us. This book's the perfect guide. They play all day in mud and goo. These pigs know just what to do.
When will I ever learn?
Stanley, how about you let me and Lester look it up? That way, you won't get mud all over the pages.
Oh, right. Thanks, Mimi.
A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P. P is for pig. Oh, look how cute they are.
Yeah, let's go.
What's wrong? Aren't you guys coming? Well, it's gonna be really icky and dirty in there.
Yeah, if I get mud on my sneakers again, my mom's gonna be really, really mad at me.
Don't worry. Maybe if you don't get too close to any of the pigs, you'll be okay.
Well, okay. Here goes nothing. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Into the book to have some fun. Yay!
Hey, look, everybody. We're on a farm.
What better place to start? Pigs are one of the most common farm animals in the world.
I don't want to get too close, Stanley. Can I borrow your stethoscope?
Sure.
Boy, oh boy, oh boy! Look at the size of this pig. She's huge.
Baby pigs or piglets are cute and small, but an adult pig like that one can weigh over 500 pounds. That's about 3 times as much as your dad.
They must do an awful lot of eating to get so chubby.
They certainly do. The pigs in our country eat lots and lots of one thing, corn.
Oh boy, I love corn. But I bet I'd get pretty sick of it after a few weeks.
Dennis, do all pigs live on farms?
Well, domesticated ones do.
What's domesticated?
It means animals that have been raised by humans for thousands of years, like pigs, cows, horses, dogs and cats too.
Is that why baby pigs are so friendly? 'Cause they're used to people?
Exactly. But even the gentlest domesticated animal has wild relatives. For example, Elsie is domesticated, but she's related to lions and leopards, and Harry is related to wolves. Which wild animal do you think this little piglet is related to? The wild boar, the fox, or the grizzly bear? Good job! The baby piglet is related to the wild boar. It's also related to the warthog and the razorback.
I like this baby pig. She's really smart.
Oh, absolutely. Pigs are one of the most intelligent animals around and good at communicating too.
You're right. I think she just asked me to scratch her ears.
Hey, wait a minute, guys. Where's all the mud?
Lester's right. I thought pigs just rolled around in big mud puddles all day. Why aren't they really, really dirty?
Well, that's the funny thing about pigs. They're really not dirty at all. In fact, if they're given a choice, they're about as clean as any farm animal you can find.
Well, what about that guy?
He must be very hot. You see, pigs can't sweat when they need to stay cool the way people do. Now, pigs like to stay clean and prefer to cool off by splashing in water. But when there's no water around, they'll settle for a mud puddle.
That's right. Remember how nice and cold the mud was when we stuck our feet in it, Marcie?
Yeah, and I think the pigs are right. I mean, it's lots of fun to get muddy once in a while, but it's nice to be clean, too.
You know something, Marcie? I think your friend is saying she agrees with you 100%.
Well, I still like to play in the mud because it's slippery and fun and it feels good.
Yeah, but I guess it's not so bad to be clean, too. Besides, you guys aren't pigs.
Yeah. Oh, what do you mean? Of course they're not pigs.
I meant you don't have to play in the mud if you want to stay cool. You can do all kinds of things instead. You can fan yourself. You can sit under a tree. And drink a big glass of cold lemonade with lots of ice.
Or you can run under a sprinkler.
Or you can do my favorite thing when it's really hot out. You can go to the nice, cool library.
Yeah!
Let's go to the library. Hey, wait a second. We can't go like this. We'll get the books and chairs all muddy. And our mom said we had to take a bath first.
So what should we do?
Well, you and I have to go take our baths. Lester and Mimi, can you wait for us?
We'll be right back.
We'll
wait for you.
So let's meet back here once we're clean again, okay?
Okay. Hey, I bet I can take a bath faster than you.
Oh, yeah?
Hey, wait! No fair!
I'm gonna beat you.
I'm glad you took out that book about pigs. They're wonderful animals, aren't they?
Yep.
Today I learned that pigs live on farms all over the world. But they're also really smart and only get dirty when they really need to.
And I learned that it's great to get messy once in a while. But it's also pretty good to be clean, too. Clean sheets feel really good when you wiggle your toes.
I can imagine. There's nothing like going to sleep in a bowl of clean water.
That sounds pretty good, too. Good night, Dennis.
Good night, little piglet Stanley.
Stay tuned for Guess How Much I Love You, coming up on Disney Junior.
I've heard a great deal about you, Mulan.
Come and see a faraway land where a brave young woman began an incredible adventure.
Let's get this show on the road!
On the magical world of Disney Junior.
I'm here.
The story of Mulan.
Wish me luck.
She stood up for her family, fought for what she believed in, and turned the tide And with the help of a few friends,
My ancestors sent a little lizard.
Dragon. I don't do that tongue thing. Hop, hop, hop. Now let's see your war face. Oh, I think my bunny slippers just ran for cover. Come on, scare me, girl.
she changed history forever.
Let's go kick some honey bun.
Join the adventure.
The world will know what you have done for China.
Mulan, Friday night at 6/5 Central on the magical world of Disney Junior. Let's play with the little Einsteins. Come on. Do you know what an anemone is? Is it a bug? Is it a rock? Or is it a sea creature? I don't know. Yeah, that's right. An anemone is a sea creature.
It looks like a plant, but it's really a sea creature.
There are lots of cool things we can find under the sea.
Look, it's a sea turtle. It's a pufferfish.
Let's see what other things we can learn when you look and listen.
Come on!
With Little Einsteins, weekday afternoons at 4:30, 3:30 Central on Disney Junior.
Deep in the 100-acre wood, Christopher Robin and his friends have had many wonderful adventures. And if I'm correct, I believe we have just enough time to see one. One fine day, Winnie the Pooh happened to spy one of his favorite things, a honeybee that flew to the top of a very tall tree. Now, Pooh became quite excited, knowing that where there were honeybees, he would most certainly find his favorite food, honey. So Pooh began to climb that very tall tree, and as he climbed, he hummed a little hum.
Oh, and I call it my rumbly and my tumbly song.
And in a most tuneful way, he began to sing.
Hum-dum-dee-dum, hum-dum-dee-dum, I'm so rumbly in my tumbly. Oh! Time to munch an early luncheon, hum-dee-dum-dum-dum. Oh, I wouldn't climb this tree if a Pooh flew like a bee. But I wouldn't be a bear then, so I guess I would.